So just a couple of days after having to leave my job at Arby's because I almost blacked out twice on the job, I decided to go play basketball today and sprained my ankle pretty good. There you go. How's that for you? So, it's pretty big. That's what it should look like. But when it happened, what happened was I was wearing these shoes that I thought had really good ankle supporters, not these green ones. It's these other blue and white ones. There it is. 2010 Hybrid Dunks. They're high tops and they tie very tight. But of course, when you land on someone's foot, turn your ankle, something's gonna tear. So, because my ankle is swollen so much, the emergency room doctor said I have a high chance of having a torn ligament. Got these as souvenirs. They just show that I didn't break any bones. And I'm medicated right now. Which I didn't work at Arby's long enough, so shouldn't sacrifice my coverage. It's just pretty much like a whole list of their hospital staff. Among the first page, just tells you what to do for an ankle sprain. They'd give me like one Percocet. I have no idea what the dose was. Probably wasn't that high because pain's kicking in, and I just took like 1,200 milligrams ibuprofen. But yeah, I had to go and hurt myself. I'm like way out of shape, but I can't jump like I used to be able to. But I got a little pumped up today, even though I was dizzy. I think I had like 5 dunks within like 2 games. It was only 3-on-3, but I got a little too arrogant, and I tried to do what Lebron James does, and I tried to, come from behind someone and try to swat their shot. But not only did I don't even think I blocked their shot, and not only that, but then I came down and landed on Carson Haddox's foot, turned my ankle, and as soon as it happened, like instantly, boom, ankle rolled. I can't really move it right now, but heard something pop. I was hoping at first it was just like a shoelace popping, but so that's a good sign that a ligament actually popped or tore. So yeah, it's at the Circleville YMCA. right down the road from here. But very fortunate that I have two caring parents, mom, and my stepdad, because not only did they give me a ride home, but my stepdad drove my van back, parked it here for me. This kind of stinks. I was reading Usain Bolt's book. It's pretty interesting, and almost 27 now, but I was gonna start looking into the possibility of just trying to run like unattached, or a track and field event, or get into some of those I forget what they call it, just for like older people to compete against each other. I was gonna at least do the 100, possibly the 200. I'm not really in shape. I've been, dealing with my near faint problems, so can't really be too high on thinking that I can actually, compete in track and field at all for the rest of my life. And then, of course, this sprained ankle is gonna take 6 weeks just to do the initial healing. I'm trying to see. This might be worse than how bad I sprained it. Sprained my ankle in Florida. Run home. I was working at cash and carry / Sweet Bay grocery store out in Newport Richey, Florida. And I would run it was like a mile each way there. I'd run there, run back, and work. I was working the graveyard shift. They were like 8 hours a piece. And I was running home one night, and then there's just a sidewalk that had like a little sandy incline hill, since it was Florida, and I was like going close to like full speed for that distance, and was just looking forward and didn't pay attention to the drop off, and then just fell down sideways down that incline, and then like landed in the sidewalk. And yep, I limped home that night and didn't take any painkillers. I'm trying to do the smart thing tonight. Actually, went to the ER, at least got one Percocet, and then I already started the ibuprofen. See how things go. I was able to download the HD remastered version of Dragon Ball Z. I've loved this show like since high school. And for the longest time I knew that they sold these like orange and black box sets, but I was always under the impression that they only had the Japanese music, because that's what it advertises. It says remastered with the original Japanese music, but I think that music is horrible. I'll give an example. Well, what I found out though was it actually comes with Japanese music with English voice, the Funimation music with same English voice, or the Japanese music with Japanese voice.
We'll see all of you now. Hey, Kami! I don't mean to be rude, but we're not really learning anything new.
And I'm using VLC Media Player. All I have to do is press B to cycle through.
Yeah, come on. We want the same training you gave Goku, Kami.
So this will be the
listen carefully then.
English audio with Japanese music.
I taught
Is there
cool.
nothing?
Nothing! That's what I taught him. Hey!
I'll cycle through to the
Who knows?
Funimation.
I'd be out of here.
See,
Just
Funimation
between
is
you and me,
at least playing some music.
Received training here before. Why can't you
And
tell
then
us what it
Japanese
was?
audio doesn't have any music at the moment.
Stronger, that's all.
To be truly strong, you must know yourself and your enemy. Once you know this, all...
Yeah, I like the Funimation music because it's kind of like studio techno. It's got a lot of like low bass to it, and the Japanese music is like can't even stand it sometimes. It's like old school orchestra, like trombones and tambourine drums and like flutes and all that. It's just, I don't know, I don't care for it. But anyways, so I'm probably gonna lay back and watch some of this. I also got some movies from the library. This was pretty good. Crazy Stupid Love. I like Ryan Gosling's character. He's a pickup artist. I always wondered if they were gonna make any recent movie, because I used to be into learning about that, and didn't really pan out. But I think it's cool that that type of character was in this movie. Don't know if I'll be driving anytime soon. But yeah, I gotta take one more half milligram of Klonopin, which is actually in my pants. Keep my armband on as a souvenir. Yeah, right now my Dr. Holden at the free clinic of Pickwick County here in Circleville. See if I'm strong enough left-handed. Probably not. No, probably not even strong enough right-handed. Yeah, these are the half milligram. They're pink. And I got some 1 milligram yellow ones. I used to take 1 milligram twice a day, and for a while I was able to spread it out to at least I can close it one-handed. I used to be able to spread it out like you're supposed to every 12 hours, and then when I tried being active before I started working, I was at least trying to ride my bike around town, and it would, like, put physical wear on me, and it would make my near fainting and anxiety attacks kick in earlier. So I started having to take my second dose earlier through the day, and I would usually relax at nighttime, so that would work out for me. And then recently I started playing basketball during the evening, and then I started playing poker, and I had to drive all the way to South End to Columbus, which is like 45 minute drive, and after my second dose I would start having attacks and told my doctor about it, and instead of increasing my dosage, he decided we should try just having me take 1 milligram when I first get up, and then, which is usually around like 10, 11 a.m. right now. So, and then I wait till and then 2 p.m. is usually when my symptoms kick in again. So I take a half milligram at 2 p.m. and then I wait another 4 hours to 6 p.m. and take another half milligram. But sometimes, I don't know if I'll be playing poker anytime soon, but when I was playing, sometimes I don't get there till like 10 p.m., so that's like another 4 hours gone by. Medication's supposed to have a 12-hour lifespan anyways. But the other night I was just sitting there relaxing, playing poker. It's not strenuous. Sometimes it can be strenuous on your mind. Like, I was working my butt off at Arby's, and then trying to take care of this van I got, trying to get like bills and stuff paid and set up, and worrying about my student loans, and then these aren't even all the books I have. I got like a bunch of books. Sometimes I like to jump from one to the other instead of reading one all the way through. But I don't know if I was overloading my brain that night or what, but I was just sitting there at the poker table, because I've been trying to do something to improve my game, like try to get tells on everybody, and then actually think about pot odds and implied odds and do all the mathematics in my head. So I don't know, maybe I was overloading my brain that night, but I almost blacked out just sitting there at the poker table, and had to get up and quickly hurried over to the head manager, and the owner was there that night too. But I had to let him know, hey, can you keep an eye on me in case I black out, and then told him, what was wrong with me. But and then 3 times now since I've had my van for a few weeks, I started to feel like I was gonna possibly black out while driving, and 2 times was on 23, going 50 to 55 miles per hour. So not good. I know this van has no airbags, and it's bigger than the average car, but I'm pretty sure if I wreck, I'm gonna die in it. And since I had to resign from Arby's, I have to return my uniforms to get my next pay is due in 2 weeks. I have $98 left for my car insurance payments. That'll cover me for another 5.5 months. I got $350 to $400, and then I'm getting $500 veterans bonus. I got confirmation in the mail. I was hoping that when it came in the mail, when the confirmation came, I was hoping that it was, the actual check, but it said it would come in approximately 2 weeks. I feel really bad because, I was really confident, and I went through 3 stinking interviews at Arby's, and I was upfront about them, about my health. I told them, about my health history, but that I was confident that I was going to be okay working there. And then, of course, we were understaffed on 2 days, and then my manager said, she's worked there for a few years, and then she worked at McDonald's for like, I don't know, 11, 12 years. And I was lucky enough to work on what she claimed was the busiest day she'd ever seen in her career for fast food. And I don't know, it was when they had 2 specials going on, and then they release coupons in the mail. Yeah, they were having like, I don't know, 2 for $4 fish sandwiches, and then similar deal on their Reuben sandwiches, and then, which were pretty good. And then, of course, the coupons are a lot off of the, regular retail prices. And so we were swamped in the lobby and the drive-thru, and on 2 different days we were short-handed one person, and I was like just working like a ninja, and I was on the fry station majority of the time, and it was just same thing that happened at McDonald's, all that heat pouring on me, and then getting dehydrated, and then you can only go so many hours before my symptoms kick in. But anyways, I'll update you on my ankle probably later. Alright, goodbye.